All right, here we go. We are back and now ready to grab another business card that I have collected at numerous trade shows over the last few months. I'm going to pick one of these cards here at random, and whichever card I pick, I'm going to audit that business. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that right about now. Close my eyes, shuffle them up a bit here. Boom, 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 boom. All right, shuffle them up. Eyes closed. Let's see what we got here. All right. Ooh, okay. All right. Today we are going to, that's a fancy business card right there. I like that. We are going to audit Marmora Retreat, Farm Stay and Events. Marmora Retreat right there. This is going to be a fun one. Let's dive in. All right, here we go. This is Marmora Retreat, idyllic farmhouse and venue for intimate weddings, reunions, meetings, and retreats. This place looks absolutely stunning, and it looks like a fantastic venue. They're on Airbnb, but there's a few things I think that Marmora can do immediately just to improve the overall presence. And first and foremost, I like how clean the website is. Text is not too heavy, which is great. And I checked this out on mobile already as well. It looks fine, very simple on mobile. One thing I would do is a little bit of a couple things. One, a more prominent call to action aside from this book now button right here. This little bar here isn't bad, but I mean, if I'm coming to this website for the first time, I want to learn a little bit more about Marmora, maybe understand some of the packages that they have to offer, which seem to be kind of hidden in the site. Can't really find anything about the amenities and all that sort of stuff. So almost like some sort of a call to action where I can go learn more about the resort if I'm visiting this website for the first time. Alongside that call to action button to book now. Maybe I was referred to this to Marmora Retreat. Maybe I just want to book it. So this is great, but for that first time visitor, it's not so great of an experience. I need to learn more about it first. Now, there's a few things that you could do to educate the audience. Well, first and foremost, maybe I have some questions about the property itself. To get those questions answered, I can look for an FAQ section, or if I had a little bit of a pop-up down here like Chattello.ai, shameless plug, but on Chattello.ai or an AI agent that can answer those questions immediately about Marmora Retreat. Maybe I can learn more about the property. Do you do weddings? Do you host reunions? Tell me how that all works. What are the packages involved with that? If I can get those answers immediately, I can go back to my social media experience or do whatever I was doing in the first place. So that's important. I like how simple the website is, but there are some important things that are kind of hidden. If I go to the About Me section, that's great. You have the story section, that's good. But specifically, you got this farmhouse page, which is good, but I would like to be able to be sent directly to this page if I'm interested specifically in the farmhouse. Can't really see the text here. I would fix that as well. Maybe darken the back a bit. Okay, so there's a lot going on here, which is great. The other page is Glamping Domes. And Glamping Domes, this is good. I like the cleanliness of this page as well. And it's got a lot of information on the features and amenities here. But again, just to lead that user from the homepage to this page, I would have a call to action above the fold on that homepage, bringing people directly to this page rather than having them navigate tabs. Okay, because as you know, if you're on a mobile device, not too many people are hitting that hamburger menu to get to the actual tabs. They just want the answer right there and then. Okay, so they have a lot going on here, a lot of different types of events, which is great. Let's go over to the Facebook page for a moment. So when I go to the Facebook page, if I look at the posts, they're actually pretty active. I love the cover photo. It looks fantastic. But in terms of the posting, it looks like they're posting pretty frequently, which is good. They got and the one thing about the content theme, if I just go over to the Instagram, you'll notice that it's kind of all over the place. In terms of who they're targeting, who their avatar is, who are they going after? They're going after weddings, family reunions. You don't really know. It doesn't really speak to a specific avatar. In the case of organic content, it doesn't really matter, right? You just want to post content there for people to maybe see it and check what's going on, but you're not typically going to get a lot of business from your organic content. So it begs the question, well, is Marmora Retreat spending any money on ads, right? How are they getting more visibility to the retreat outside of just this organic content? And, if we are looking at the organic content, you can see some of these posts, like this one hit really good. It's a pinned post, that makes sense, 14.2K. But you can see some of them are getting some pretty good reach. But all in all, there is bigger opportunities to reach even more people, and that's through the paid spend. So when looking at the paid ads that they're running these two ads. The first one here is trying to get email subscribers, which is fine. But if I'm going to get email subscribers, I'm probably not going to say, hey, join our newsletter, especially if you're running a cold ad towards an audience. Nobody wants to join newsletters. Nobody wants to add more noise to their inbox. You need to really provide something with more of a pull, maybe something about specific discounts or seasonal discounts or something that provides value to the ICP, ideal customer profile. Okay. Now, in this case here, Marmora Retreat has multiple ICPs. An ICP could be people that were recently engaged. Another ICP could be people planning family reunions, right? Another ICP could be people in human resources departments looking for a corporate retreat, right? So there's several ICPs that should all be targeted individually through the ads. In this case here, I don't see this doing very well in terms of generating newsletter signups. If I go to this call to action, where does this take me? It takes me to this page here, which again, does not tell me a lot about the resort, or it doesn't tell me a lot about what I'm opting into. What can I expect by joining this newsletter? Not a whole lot enticing me to want to join this email list, and I would be surprised if this is a successful campaign. I think there's a lot of room for improvement, maybe giving some more information on what they can expect by subscribing. It does say join our newsletter for early bookings, access booking discounts, but I don't know anything about Marmora Retreat yet. Tell me more about it. Educate me. And if maybe this is a retargeting ad, but in this case here, I would not ask for that subscription up front. I would give more education, maybe retarget people watching a video of Marmora Retreat, maybe retargeting people from an email list, or maybe retargeting people from another, it could be some sort of a collaboration or a co-branding campaign where you're working with somebody in the neighborhood or in the vicinity. Maybe there's a brewery near Marmora Retreat. You can partner up with them, leverage their email list, and get them to subscribe to your list. But if this is a cold ad, I don't think it's very successful. The second ad here, video. A farmhouse rates are now 50% reduced. Fantastic retargeting ad. Again, the copy could probably be a little more educational. I would make it a little longer, maybe give some more information on waking up to bird song, sip coffee on the porch, paddle on the lake. That's cool. Let's see where that ad takes us to. Takes us right to the check-in. Okay, cool. So if that takes us right to the check-in, I can only assume that's a retargeting ad. Okay, if it's not a retargeting ad, I don't see that performing very well. So again, what this campaign is specifically lacking are more ads targeting a cold audience, targeting people video views, right? Get people seeing what the retreat looks like. Get people visualize what it's like to be there, and capture people watching 95% of that video and then retarget them with these two types of ads. Okay, once somebody's watched 95% of a video showcasing Marmora Retreat, that would be a perfect audience to retarget with an email newsletter subscription for opportunities for discounted rates. Even the second ad for the 50% reduction in rate. These are great ads towards an audience that's already familiar with Marmora Retreat. Now, moving on to the SEO. Now, the SEO for Marmora Retreat is really struggling, to be completely honest. There's not a whole lot happening here. The domain ratings 1.1, backlinks 12, backlinks 5 referring domains. Not a whole ton happening here, but there is a lot of opportunity. Looking at the organic keywords, they're doing pretty decent. I mean, not on first page yet for Dome Camping Ontario, but they're getting close to it. Dome Camping Ontario gets 1.2K searches per month. So huge opportunity there to get on the first page of Google for that search. Wellness Retreat Ontario, 370 searches. They're at 16, climbing up as well. Glamping Domes Ontario. And it makes you wonder, why are they ranking so well for glamping? Well, when you look at their top pages, they have this one page that's doing really, really well. marmoraretreat.ca/glamping domes. This page here is where all the traffic's going to. So if I'm Marmora Retreat, I'm going to look at this page and be like, wow, this is doing really well or decent with Google. How can we expand upon it? And how can we be found for other searches such as farmhouse? Or maybe there's certain other opportunities for keywords you want to rank for. I don't see a blog here, right? So there's an opportunity. If you're doing really well for domes or glamping, then create a bunch of content around that. And that'll for sure help get you up the rankings for some of these big keywords that you want to be found for. Specifically speaking, dome camping Ontario. Google already sees you as somewhat of an authority because you're climbing, you're at position 12 for a very highly searched keyword. All you need to do is start complementing that with some blog content about dome camping in Ontario. Okay. Also creating specific pages for certain areas around Ontario, which could be helpful as well. Like maybe you can do some blog posting for dome camping getaways out of Toronto. And maybe you can hone in on that Toronto audience that's searching for dome camping. Okay. But in order to do that, you need to send that signal to Google that you're an authority in dome camping. And then also with that page, be targeting the Toronto area. In addition to that, just looking at some of the competitors as well. You got Muskoka Dome, Sun Deco Resort. It looks like, specifically Muskoka Dome. So it's obviously probably another dome company. Yeah. So you got your dome company here, which is also obviously that's an exact match pretty much, Muskoka Dome. So that's why that's helping that domain rank above. But you can see here, they're actually investing quite a bit into their traffic. Just look at the share, look at the competitors' keywords that they're also ranking for as well. So there is a whole ton of opportunity for Marmora to perform much better in terms of search engine optimization, because right now it's definitely lagging, but there is a ton of opportunity. So I do see some fantastic opportunities for Marmora Retreat to be able to get more market share in terms of traffic to the site. I think it can get a lot more email subscribers by either providing more value in terms of what people can expect from that email. There's nothing I couldn't find anything on the website at a quick look in terms of that email list. I see you're trying to get email subs, but at the same time, there's nothing on the website talking about this email subscription, right? So maybe even adding a tab there saying subscribe to our newsletter for discounted rates, updates, all that type of stuff, right? And I have not opted into the email newsletter. I'd be interested to know what kind of content I'm receiving there. Is it just selling me discount offers, or is it telling me more about the actual community itself, right? About the farmhouse, about the community, about the neighborhood, all that type of stuff, right? I'd be very interested in before booking a trip there. Also examples and case studies of other previous weddings that have happened there, reunions, all that type of stuff. At a quick glance, I didn't see a whole ton of that type of stuff in the social feed, but keep in mind, if there's, for example, content of a wedding at the farmhouse, that's great content to go after that wedding avatar with meta ads, right? Targeting people that are recently engaged. Fantastic opportunity. Again, getting some content around corporate retreats, specific towards that specific content that would resonate with HR professionals or admins, office admins that are looking for that content. So you need to create that content that resonates to the audience that's seeing it. Right now, the content I see here is very general, targeting everybody. And when you're targeting everybody, you're targeting nobody. Hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, give a like, subscribe, comment below. We'll see you soon.